we have finally obtained one of the biggest emails that we could ever obtain in the history of being a nursing student. So basically guys, I have obtained my nursing degree classification. People have been asking me, Belinda, what did you get for your nursing degree? So thereafter it's going to be £120 every year. Why we have to pay for something that we have already paid for the last 3 years, whatever, I don't know.
Problem in all the feeling, make you try to enjoy. Make you dance like
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for joining me once again back onto my channel. My name is Belinda, and if you've not already subscribed, please don't forget to press the subscribe button as well as turn on your notification bell so you get a notification every time I upload. So today guys, as you read from the title of this video, I am once again back with another nursing video guys, sort of. Today I'm going to be talking to you guys about my nursing degree classification. In addition to that, I'm also going to be talking to you guys obviously about applying for the NMC PIN, which is the Nursing Midwifery Council PIN. So that is what I'm going to talk about. Hopefully guys, this video will be as short as possible because I don't see why it needs to be long, but either can go either way. So obviously guys, I have been gone for quite some time, and if you know that I have recently started an access course to medicine, which is very intense. However, I have done a bit of an update. I will leave it somewhere up here as well as down in the description box. If you are interested, you can go ahead and go and watch that. And also guys, I just want to thank also my new subscribers that obviously joined on to my channel. There's been quite a number of subscribers count going up recent, especially given the fact that I have not been consistent on this channel. However, I do want to say thank you and welcome, because guys, we are heading for 10k guys, 10,000 subscribers. So hopefully we will reach that soon. And obviously I really want to create a video where I want to carry guys through the step-for-step process for applying for your nursing midwifery PIN. Okay, so for those who are going to be applying for it in the future, both national UK based, alright, and international nurses coming from abroad to the UK can have some sort of guidance on how to go about and apply for your individualized nursing PIN, alright. And also guys, like I said, I want to carry guys through my nursing degree classification. I'm just going to do that through it quickly and swiftly, so we're going to go and discuss that first. And also guys, if you are the type of person obviously that doesn't want to sit through a long video, because I do know there's people that don't want to be sitting through a long video, and that's fine, alright. I'm going to leave timestamps preferably down the description box for you guys if you are interested, and you can just skip to the part that you want to skip to, okay? So if you are interested guys in knowing more, please keep on watching the way. So guys, firstly I'm going to be talking about my nursing degree classification. We did obtain our nursing degree classification, not the certificate as per se, because we will get our certificate on graduation day. However, we did receive our nursing degree classification on our student online portal. Basically that's where all your results are shown, okay? So obviously the nursing degree or any sort of degree is classified as a first class, 2-1, 2-2, and then a second lower class as well. I believe you get a third class, or is that just a pass, and then I believe you get a fail. Okay, so a fail is a fail. So that's basically how your degree classification is categorized here in the UK. So going into how much I got 78% guys. I'm going to try and insert a screenshot of my nursing results rather. I got 78% guys, which is obviously a first class. So I did finally obtain my first class guys, which I'm very happy about, okay, because obviously I was working towards a first class in case I want to create an opportunity to study further. So obviously, like I said to you guys before, initially I wanted to apply for graduate entry medicine. However, I didn't apply for graduate entry medicine mainly because I was not too sure about my nursing degree classification, so I went ahead and did the access course to medicine, which I'm obviously currently on. Next I'm going to carry guys step for step through the NMC application, because obviously I can apply for my nursing PIN as of this point in time, because once again, like I said, or I've mentioned, we have received the email, so I'm going to be taking you guys along with that as well. If I'm looking down, I'm actually looking down on this email that we received. I'm going to try and find it for you guys and insert it on the screen so that you guys can read along with me, because it's just nice to know step for step exactly what is required. So it is the 11th of the 11th, okay? So like I said, by the time I probably edit this video, it's long past, but whatever. So the 11th of the 11th is from the NMC, which is an invite to register. as you guys can see. It says Dear Belinda, and then obviously I blurred out my NMC pin because obviously that's private, that's confidential. I'm not about to put it on the screen up here. It says, congratulations on successfully completing your recent course. I'm very pleased to tell you that we're ready to add your new qualification to the register so you can practice. There are just a few things we need from you first, and then obviously blah 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 blah. It says registering your qualification, use your NMC to register your qualification with us, create an account, blah 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 blah. And then comes the prize, guys, that you guys can see, which says application form and pay a fee of £120. Like I said to you guys before, why we have to pay £120 for something that we've already worked hard for and paid for, I don't know, okay? But this is what they want. They want us to be paying £120 every single year to keep our pin on the register, okay? And obviously there's a couple of other irrelevant information that I'm not going to be obviously adding on here. Okay, so you can read through all of that whenever you have time to read through it, because I personally don't, because I just want to get into the step of obviously registering onto the NMC. So that is the first step. When you finish reading all of that, okay, you can go ahead and press use NMC, press the link, okay, obviously to register. Redirect you to the NMC website. Welcome to NMC. So we're gonna go ahead and new to the NMC online. So we're gonna go ahead and press register. Then it's gonna say account set up my details, which says I am an EU applicant with a PRN. I don't know what that is, okay? But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and press I have an NMC pin, because I do in that email that I have received, obviously. Go ahead and put in my email address, which is the first thing that I'm going to do. All right, and when I'm done with that, I'm going to obviously go and add my NMC pin. Once again, like I said to you guys, the NMC pin is what you would have obtained in your email. And then I'm also going to lastly put in my date of birth, and then you can read through all of that, and then at the bottom tick I've understood and accept the NMC's website's terms and conditions, okay? And that will obviously take you to the next step. Okay, then you can press continue. Next is going to say I can't set up my password. You're going to have to obviously create a personal password, which I'm going to go ahead and do, and then I'm going to obviously confirm that once again. When that's done, once again read through all of that information and press register. Next is an email verification. So it says please check your emails and click on the link provided to confirm your email address in order to continue your online application. So I'm going to wait for that email to come through, and then obviously I'm going to carry on through the next step. All right, so the email has finally come through, and obviously it just needs you to confirm your email address. So it says, Dear Belinda, welcome to the NMC online. You will use your account to update and maintain your registration online. And it says confirm with the right email address for you by clicking on the link below. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and click that, and that's obviously going to redirect me to the NMC website, hopefully. Thereafter, it's going to say please log in, which I'm going to obviously go ahead and log in with my email address that I registered on. So it's obviously going to say security set up, blah, 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 whatever, and you can answer your own security. So I'm going to go ahead and obviously log in like I did initially. So obviously NMC pin, which is there, fee expiry date not there yet, revalidation application date, which is obviously after every 3 years. If you are a registered nurse in the UK, you need to do your revalidation after 3 years. However, sometimes, well, most of the time, they do advise you to start getting up-to-date certificates, as well as any sort of good feedback from either a patient or even fellow colleagues or even your ward manager. They start saying to you, try to collect these things earlier, so that by the time the 3 years comes, you've got all your information, which will make your revalidation easier. Nursing is like a never-ending game. It doesn't stop. You know what I'm saying? Then thereafter, it's going to say please log in, which I'm going to obviously go ahead and log in with my email address that I registered on, as well as my password that I created on earlier. Okay, so welcome to the NMC. Once again, enter my password, which I said, and I'm going to log in. So it says UK initial registration application status. Go ahead and complete that as well. UK application form status outstanding. So I'm obviously going to apply now. So step 1 of 9, to register your new qualification, you will need to confirm or update your address, confirm your qualification, meet the requirements for health and character declaration. The university should have gotten in touch with you in regards to completing a form, I believe. If I can find it in my email, guys, from the university email, I'll try and insert it here. That email, guys, basically they say it is sort of a character as well as a health declaration, so you need to be honest. All right, honesty, guys, honesty. about your health as well as your character, if you've got a good character. All right. In addition to that, confirm you have read and understood the code for nurses, midwives, and nursing associates. Okay. Give details on your professional indemnity arrangement and confirm you have read it and understand it, and then pay the annual fee. So obviously the next detail guide I'm not going to show you guys specifically because that's my personal details. Obviously it's got to do with my home address, so I'm going to obviously blur it so that you guys cannot see, because why? To see it for what? Do you get what I'm saying? Okay, so step 3 of 9 is, so your AEI has advised that the NMC that you have successfully completed the following. AEI, maybe that's your university that you have gone to. I'm not too sure. Actually, let's have a look what AEI stands for, because knowledge is key. Okay, AEI stands for Approved Education Institution. Okay, so now we know that. So that is obviously them letting the NMC know that you have successfully completed your course. That includes your 2,300 NMC hours that you have to obviously have, which is a requirement. Okay, in addition to that, you also need to have obviously passed all your theory modules, or all your modules rather, before you can obviously pass and get onto the NMC register. Okay, so obviously they say, what did you study? For somebody like me, for instance, I had to read this properly because obviously I did mental health nursing in my first year, as I've mentioned before, and then afterwards I moved over to adult nursing in my second year. So obviously I made sure that it does say adult nursing because I did complete as a adult nursing student. Okay, so registered nurse, adult nurse. So please confirm the above qualification is correct. So I'm always going to say yes. Next it says, I declare I've passed the required examination for this qualification, which once again I'm going to say yes because I personally know I passed, and I declare I've successfully completed the required training for this. So I'm going to say yes and carry on. Next is 4.1 of 9, which is your health declaration. You need to declare whether you are of good health, or you have to declare whether you have some sort of ability that will affect your practice. So obviously for me it's no in this instance, so I'm going to press next. And then next is the character declaration. Please give us information. Do you declare that you are of good character, which is of yes. So obviously that includes whether you've any sort of record that could affect your character of going onto the NMC register, if that makes any sense. So have you received a police charge, conviction, or conditional charge that is not considered? No, in my case. Next is 4.3 of 9, regulatory finding declaration. Have you ever been subject to finding that your fitness to practice is impaired by a body responsible? For me, the answer is no. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and press next, and then we are going to move on to step 5, which is the professional indemnity arrangement. This basically tells you that you have to have an indemnity in place prior to starting your employment as a registered nurse, either. Okay, then it says please provide details of all professional indemnity arrangements you hold. So in my case, the one that I hold is I declare that my professional indemnity arrangement is provided by employment contract. That is my personal circumstances, because I did mention to you guys that I did get a job as a registered nurse in A&E, so I would fall under that. All right, and then you have your professional body membership. Please note that if you're employed directly, then this option probably doesn't apply to you, so that case I'm skipping it because it's not applicable to me. All right, the next one is private insurance arrangements, and obviously that one I don't know much about it. Then obviously you got another one at the bottom that says I'm not practicing at this point in time, but I will have appropriate cover in place before I practice. So when I read all of these ones, the one that is applicable to me, and I think it would be applicable to most people, is employment contract. All right, so that's that. At the bottom it says we need to know about your work plans once you become registered, scope of practice. All right, so in my case I was an adult nursing student. That is my scope of practice. So let's see what the options are. Okay, so you've got quite a number of lists: director, adult nursing, children's nursing, mental health nursing, learning disability, midwifery, health, and etc. and etc. All right, the one that's applicable to me would be the first one, adult and general care nursing, because I did do adult nursing at university, so that would be applicable to me. So I'm going to go ahead and press next. Okay, so next is geographical locator. Select one of the following options to indicate where you intend to practice. For me in this case is obviously the UK, because I did study in the UK and I'm UK based anyway. So I'm going to go ahead and say select country. The location you provide should be based on your proposed employment address if applicable. Okay, so in that case it's England for me, and region for my case would be Leicestershire, Northamptonshire, and Rutland. Yes, that's the one for me. Obviously it varies where you studied, where you're going to be working. It varies to person to person. So next is equality and diversity. Equality, diversity, guys, has become like a standard thing. They keep asking it every sort of application. Anything really nowadays, they're asking for that equality and diversity. But I'm not going to bore you guys with the details because obviously it varies from person to person, okay? So next is step 8, guys. It says your application is not yet complete. And if you want to, you can reread all of those steps, all right, and go back and read it to make sure that you have filled out the correct information, as to say. In my case, obviously, I trust myself, okay? I trust myself. So I'm going to go ahead and press yes and declare, and then I'm going to obviously go ahead and submit. That was step 8. Step 9, which is obviously the last step, guys. Step 9, payment due. I did mention at the beginning of this video that the payment that they require is £120 for your NMC upon registration, okay? Now, the next one is payment information. So when applying or paying for this, you have options. You can pay for your annual fee, so that basically means you can pay the whole £121 in one go, or you can go and pay £30 installment over 4 months. It will be equivalent to £120 by the year. So obviously, depending on your own financial circumstances, you can either pay yearly or you can opt into paying 4 payments of £30 per month. However, for me, I don't like stress and I don't like owing anybody any sort of money, so I'm going to obviously go ahead and pay for the whole thing. So I'm going to say pay fee in full by card. And obviously the next option, guys, you don't need to see that because obviously the next option is me entering my bank card details and do my payment. And when I have finished, it says thank you for your payment, and once we collect this payment and all requirements for entry onto the register have been met, we'll process your application and we'll confirm by email when your registration has been updated. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and check my emails. So I got an email obviously that says, dear Belinda, thank you for paying your registration fee of £120 for entry to the register. And what happens next? So next is obviously what is important, isn't it? So next, they're going to process the application. They say we'll do that once we receive your application form, payment, and get confirmation from your AE. Like I mentioned before, you would have to have received an email from the university that will ask you or request of you to complete a form, and that is basically your declaration of health and character. Okay, so the next email after that should be your confirmation email. So obviously confirmation of registration, date 12/11/2021, and it says, I'm delighted to say we've registered your qualification. You can now log on to NMC online to view details of your registration. So that is basically the step-for-step process in regards to obviously obtaining your nursing pin. So this brings me to the end of my video. I really hope you like this video. Any future suggestion videos you would like me to do, okay, please do comment that down in the comment section below so that I could have a look at it, all right, and then hopefully get back to you, because this is what this channel is all about. And like I said, knowledge is key, okay? So yes, guys, this brings me to the end of my video. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, yeah, and I will hopefully see you guys in my next video. Bye.